second last episode of the season, I think. I think there are only 10 episodes this season, so we're already, like, at the end, which is really, really sad, because I've been loving the show, but we finished a pretty dope arc last episode, so I feel like we're just gonna have some small individual episodes to finish off the season, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to predict with a show like this, because they could really just do, like, I only predicted that there was going to be a bigger arc, you know, an arc in this season, because I feel like the show wouldn't go that long and do like an entire season if they didn't have like at least one mini arc in there. So that was the only reason I thought that, but other than that, like, there's not really, I can't really predict stuff. Like, maybe we actually do start a big arc, you know, in these last 2 episodes we start one and then it's teasing for next season, or maybe it's just individual episodes, or maybe it's a 2-episode arc that we're just doing right now. Like, I don't know. So let's jump into it. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I've started Naruto reactions on the channel. I've been doing them for a few weeks now. If you like Naruto, go check those out. But thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I do this sometimes. I say thanks for watching at the start of a video. I'm not gonna thank you yet. You have to wait to the end for your thanks. Let's start watching Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, Season 2, Episode 9. Denkin! Hey, man! It's been so long. That guy looks cool. I like his design. Okay. Probably gonna be a Denkin episode. I'm looking forward to that. I like Denkin. Although I'd like to see Ubel. I want more Ubel. Or at least if we are seeing Denkin, I want to see, what's her name? Oh, I can't remember her name, but like the gymnasty girl who can teleport, like who's so fast she looks like she's teleporting. That girl who was with him for a bit. I feel like her name's on the tip of my tongue. Does it start with an L? Lord? What's her name? Oh my god. How fast would it be to Google it? To Google this girl's name. Laufin. Laufin is her name. That's who I'm talking about. But there's no way she's in this episode. I'm sure she went her separate ways from Denkin after the exam. 30 years after the death of him and the hero in the Draken region. Oh, who's this dude? Okay. Thought he was a new member of the party. We missed an episode. Jesus. Look at the arms on those dragons. They're doing like the Usopp Nami thing. That's what Usopp and Nami do when they're scared. That's okay. You're legendary warriors and mages. Damn, a wagon up in the tree. Yeah, a whole flight of them. Yeah. You have no grimoires? It sounds perfect already. She'll love it. Of course she's gonna take it. Are you kidding me? Sounds amazing. Another beautiful Frieren montage. Oh, this is cool. It's like a compass? That's sick! What a cool spell! Yeah. Yeah, only praise her when she's doing things truly exceptional. Damn. Yeah, but there's a lot. That's the big thing about dragons. They tend to be very intelligent in a lot of fantasy. Oh shit, man. It's like a pterodactyl. Oh god, this is insane. Oh my god, Stark! Jesus! Oh, he's so smooth with it. Whoa! Oh my god. This music is sick. How many are you gonna get with this strike? The thunder strike? Yeah! I think they did it. God damn. Oh, they caught him before he fell. Jeez, Stark, you're so powerful. He's a sturdy man. Here's a grimoire. Thank you, good sir. We don't often see them give the grimoire. So is there going to be something interesting about this? Nope. I just feel like they often skip the actual giving part. I don't know if she demands payment. She asks for payment. Damn. That's all they have. That's something you're not using. These grimoires just have no use to people, and at least they can feel like they're paying for the services. And he can cherish them. Yeah, that's what I thought. They want to feel like they're paying for it. That's a really good way to think of it. That's awesome. Plus, you get some cool spells. Yeah, she likes it. Nothing wrong with that. You can like the payment you get. I like that reasoning. That's great. HIMMEL'S memoirs. Whoa, flashback. Look at the way he's doing a push-up with one finger. Or a handstand, I guess. Yeah. What, are you missing something? Okay. Lake Corridor. Feels like the Northern Plateau or whatever is kind of like the Grand Line. Oh, poor fish. Good job, man. No reason for that fish to die. Damn. Yeah, you'll just get blown away. I like how Fern always takes care of Frieren's hair. It's so funny. Oh my god. Oh, do they have just don't put the fish in? Oh, they like it. Okay, fine. I feel like it looks good other than the big fish sticking out. This guy looks like the hero of the South a little bit. Okay, what do you want? Break the barrier? What? Oh, shit. Are they fake? Or are they real? Is that what he lost in the flashback? He lost his memoirs? I mean, what if I just like tell you some stories of him? Aw, you want to see them too, huh? Aw. I don't know why, but just simple moments like that, seeing Fern put her hand in the water, makes the show special. Is the Golden Land gonna come back into this? Like, in the future, are we gonna come across the Golden Land? Or does Frieren know about it? Oh, I think Frieren knows something. Oh, they're teasing some sort of future arc, I think. They might not even be here. Unless that's them. The statue, his pose. Is it them? Yay. It's all about how beautiful Frieren. Damn. It's real. Aww. Oh, seeing it all from Himmel's perspective. And he's always like lingering on Frieren. Oh, it's like looking through a photo album for her. That's where it ended. Unless there's like a secret page he wrote. Oh. Yep. Does he want it? Or does he just want you to find it? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he's like, it's fine. Yeah, I got stuff. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god! Okay. Alright, Shark. Take it on. Oh, cool. That's cool to see it in place. Very funny. Very good. I'm still a bit teary-eyed from the Himmel stuff. Man, what a great episode. We've only got one episode of the season left. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Oh, that's awful. But yeah, I love this episode. Hang on, did we get any Denkin stuff after that little intro? Like, the intro implied to me that we're gonna have some Denkin stuff. Are they teasing that for next episode then? Because yeah, it was like we saw that scene and it was like, oh, Denkin's going somewhere. And then it cuts to us, and then I expected we'd meet up with him some point during the episode, but then we didn't. We just did two unrelated things. But yeah, anyway, really cool episode. We had a dope fight with a flight of dragons. By the way, is that a group name that this show made up, or is that like a commonly known like fantasy group name? You know, in the same way you have like a business of ferrets and a school of fish and whatever, you know, a murder of crows. Is it a flight of dragons? Is that something, you know, established in Lord of the Rings or something, or is that like something that Frieren made up? Because it does feel right, you know, it instinctively feels like what a group of dragons would be called. A flight of dragons. I guess birds, like a flight of birds is a flight of birds, yeah. So I guess a flight of birds is a thing. Is it? Or is it? a flight, I keep spelling it wrong. A flight of birds refers to a group of birds flying together in formation. Yeah, so I guess they're just taking the bird term and applying it to dragons, which makes sense because dragons are kind of like scary birds. But then, yeah, there's I can see like movies and stuff called The Flight of Dragons and some other things. So like, I don't think it's the first time it's been used. But I don't know. I was like watching this and I was like, I instinctively was like, oh yeah, it's a Flight of Dragons, of course. And then I was like, hang on, I don't know if I've heard that term before, but I kind of just understood it. It just felt right. But I guess it felt right because a flight of birds is a thing. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. They also fly. Anyway. So that was that was cool. We got to see him fight a flight of dragons. It was mostly Stark doing it, which is crazy. And then yeah, I liked that detail of like, why do you always ask for payment? I like something this show does very well is that whole idea of like, you know, that we have this way in our minds of like how a hero should be, and like generic things that, like in our mind, generically you'd expect, okay, well, Himmel is a hero, he would help people and not expect any payment. The show does a really good job at going like, actually, it's surprising. Himmel wasn't like that. And then they give a good reason why the way that Himmel was is even better than you're imagining. Like, oh, there was a sword and a stone that like only the chosen hero is going to pull this sword out of the stone and save the world. And like, so it's like, yeah, Himmel pulled the sword out of the stone. He went and saved the world with that sword. He was destined to do it all along or whatever. And then we find out later, actually, no, he couldn't pull it out. Like he wasn't the chosen person. And yet he still went and saved the world anyway, even with a fake sword. And so that is even better because it's like, this is someone who defied fate, who didn't let that hold him back. He still went out and did it, even though like fate wasn't on his side. I think that was pretty awesome. And then you have stuff like you'd expect him to be a very selfless person, so he doesn't like, think too much of himself or whatever. But we see very often he's very vain. He wants people to do statues of him. He always calls himself handsome. Like, I think those are great things because it's like, yeah, it's great to be confident with yourself, There's nothing wrong with being like, I look good, as long as you're also propping other people up, which he did constantly. So like there's many of those instances throughout the series of like, oh, you think it's gonna be this way, but it's actually this way, and this way is better. And I think this is another great example of it. You expect he's not going to accept payment, but then we find out, no, he always demanded payment from people. But we see how it happens, and what it was is they were going, please take all of our food, and he's like, well, I don't want to take these people's food. But then he looks at the back and goes, oh, a grimoire that you're not using? Like something just fucking sitting on your shelf. Like it's absolutely nothing. I need to take that from you and have it seem valuable for me, but like invaluable, or not, like non-valuable for you. That's an important thing. So if it's like if someone saved my life and then they came over and they were like, I'm trying to look... Well, the things that are not super valuable to me aren't in my room. I put the valuable things to me in my room. But like, okay, here's a decent example. I have no real attachment to this hat, right? I'm not really a Lakers fan or anything. I'm not a massive Kobe fan necessarily. It's like an NBA 2K hat that I have, right? But I am a basketball fan. I think this is an okay hat, but I don't really wear hats. I don't have too much attachment to it. I mostly use this as a prop in videos, right? If someone saved my life or did something incredible for me, and then I was like, shit, like this person did so much for me. I owe them everything. And they saw this hat and they were like, oh my God, that's a Kobe hat. Like, that's incredible. Like, I just saved your life. Can I have that hat? I would be like, yeah, take it. Absolutely. And I would give it to them. And I think I would feel really good about that because I would be like, they got something they really wanted out of it. They saved my life. And I lost something I didn't really care about, that I don't really use for much, And I think that would be fine, and then I wouldn't feel bad about it. because I would feel like I did give them something they really wanted. So like they got something out of this experience. I didn't like hurt their life. Maybe I helped their life. So doing that with like grimoires is a great idea. Or it's just like Frieren genuinely loves getting grimoires. She loves them. But at the same time, like she takes the grimoires because these people don't give a shit about their grimoires, you know? Like this, he said like this is a useless spell that helps you say tongue twisters or whatever. And I imagine grimoires also aren't just as simple as like you open the grimoire and use the spell. Like you probably got to have a lot of magic training, and you got to read the whole thing, and you got to take like, you know, it's probably a lot of magical training, and you got to use your mana in a certain way. And it's probably really annoying to do unless you're a perfect, you know, you're a great mage. And so most people would have absolutely no use for a grimoire like that. So for them, it's just like, I get to, you know, offload this useless grimoire and you're going to do something for me. Incredible. Win-win. And yeah, and for Frieren, it means these people don't feel indebted to her and she gets a grimoire out of it. So win-win. So I think it's really clever. And then, yeah, I loved them going to get HIMMEL'S memoirs, and just like the simplicity of seeing that scene and seeing all of those situations from HIMMEL'S memories, like from his perspective, watching his party and like being in love with them, was really beautiful. And then seeing Frieren just read through it and like be so grateful for all the journeys and like glad to relive them through his eyes. It was really nice. I did think like maybe they were gonna do like a little Himmel monologue over it, where we were gonna hear like one of the entries and it was gonna be about her. Like I thought they were gonna do that, but they didn't, because and the way that they did it was actually like more subtly genius, you know? Like the way they did it was probably better writing. The way that I was thinking of it was probably more the simple, like easy route you could go to pull on my heartstrings, but they did like a very simple one that like kind of worked better. But I do wonder if they like, now that we have the memoirs, if we're going to be using them in the future just to, I mean, it looks like she flipped through all of it, but like maybe, you know, to get like the extra little bits of emotion later on down the line. Like if we want to have a memory with Himmel or whatever, we can read through the memoir and hear Himmel's words about that. Like I wonder if this is setting up for that. Yeah, I don't know. Also seem to set up something about the Golden Land. They like, it looks like they're setting up a big arc there, because they talked about the Golden Land, and then Frieren had like a little memory of some sort. And it's like, this show doesn't often set up arcs in advance, which makes me very curious about it. It genuinely doesn't. This show, we generally just get thrown into an arc, you know? We show up in a town like normal, and it's like, oh, this problem's a little bigger, so it'll take more episodes than just half an episode, you know? But this time, like, they're actually setting something up in advance, so it's probably going to be important. I'm so excited, but we're probably not going to find out next episode, which means we probably have to wait for a long-ass time. Anyway, that was Frieren Season 2, Episode 9. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.